Warriors Unite! Back with another episode of Mega Warriors 2 and the 1% Club. I'm going to stand up for this one. I'm back at home. I got a couple days off, so I'm going to actually do a couple. But welcome, my friends. Thank you for all the letters, the comments, the emails. I appreciate everything you guys have done. Appreciate the comments and things that we're focusing on, trying to get feedback. And I appreciate all that, my friends. I'm very grateful for all you guys for being part of this. And we'll continue to kind of push on and be able to kind of give us that ideas of conquesting ourselves and conquesting things around us. Also, we're going to try to do a live stream, at least for about an hour or so. I'm going on next Tuesday, today, the 11th of June. I'm going to try to do it at 6 o'clock if I can. I will let you know in a post. I'll probably put a post in this. I think I've kind of figured out and have time for about an hour to be able to do this. So we're going to try this on Tuesday, next week, June 11th, a week of next Tuesday. This is Thursday, so next Tuesday we're going to try to do this, and we'll focus on trying to get some questions from you guys. So if you got questions you want to ask, go ahead and do that. If not, I'll take the questions that I have, the ideas that we're talking about here, and progress on those. We'll see what happens. If it goes pretty well, then we'll keep doing those. But we'll kind of go back to what you guys feel about doing it as well. All right, some shout outs here before we talk. Anvil of Crom, thank you. A lot of videos on women. Yeah, we're trying to do balance. I'm trying to balance out different things. We've talked a lot about weather and food, medicine this week. So we're going to try to do a balance of them. But we're going to go back to talking about women again a little bit today. Space engineer does not like the battle cry. The reason I do it, my friend, is because this is a battle that we have to continue to battle on. Wake people up, if not ourselves and people around us, and continue to know this is a battle and a war until we're able to conquest ourselves and conquest things around us. Gregory Boliver loves the battle cry. We'll continue doing that until we get this disease under control. And when I'm talking about disease, it's temptation from within. And being able to get rid of this pornography and this imaging, all this kind of crap that allows people to lose their energy and lose their vital essence of who they are. Frederick Gray, thank you, my friend. RSVP, thank you. Loopswell, a new subscriber. I know this is past, but welcome, my friend, welcome. Wayne Moore, Tyler Johnson, Oleg, thank you, my friend. Abstain-joy. Hakeem. Pheezo, John Jennings, Hamza, and Rob Turner. Thank you guys for your comments, and I appreciate that a great deal. Okay, so our topic today will be talking about serious relationships with SR. Now, we've talked about women a lot. We've talked about attraction a lot. We've talked about how women can get attracted to you because of your retention. They sense the energy. They also love a man who is under control, not getting angry all the time, and knowing that she can sense that control, and she feels more secure. Even talking to Victor Warrior's wife the other day, she mentioned the same thing, that women love a man who is under control. So controlling your nature, controlling your energy is key. You're going to attract a lot of women. Now, because of that, there's always a downside of it. A lot of Jezebels, a lot of things that Delilah's sitting there who are going to take advantage of you, who are not positive or evil. And so they're going to take advantage of you in that way, and they're going to make life miserable. So you have to be careful of that attraction. That attraction is going to get you a lot of people who are going to not be good for you. So you got to be careful of who you're attracting. But you're going to let a lot of attraction, a lot of opportunities, a lot of things are going to happen to you as you continue this. Now, I did have a couple questions. I do want to address these before we get into this a little bit. Is that some people are talking about the fact that you might have some issues, even people getting upset with you. That's going to happen. Some people are going to get upset with you. They're going to get upset with you for lots of reasons. They're going to be at the point where they're jealous of you. They don't know how to handle this energy and those type of things as well. That's going to happen to you as well. And those are the types of things you have to be careful of, but realizing that a lot of people are going to react to you because of this great energy that you have. All right, and so sometimes you're also going to get women who either like you or dislike you because of that, and men who are going to like you, dislike you as well. But you got to continue to plan. You also may, because if you've been on this, if you've been releasing for a long time, it may take you a while to actually go ahead and kind of get your body healed. It took me kind of a couple years. I'm just starting now to feel a lot of the effects of the positive health types of things that I'd started almost 3 years ago on this plan. But I had 47 years of bad behavior. So to me, I'm starting to recover from some of that now. But the other thing is that as you look at this, you're going to feel some of that early on because your body's reacting to this new system, holding on to all your energy and not releasing. And so you're going to feel a little discomfort at times probably because your body's not used to this big change. All right, now back to this. Serious relationships. Women respect you. They will respect you a lot when you're on semen retention. And because of that, women want to be around somebody like that. So it's going to be pretty easy for you to find somebody who wants to have a serious relationship. You have to determine whether this person is a person you really want to spend time with. Remember, only spend time with women who are going to achieve your goals. Only spend time with women who are going to help you achieve your goals and make life better for you. This is the key, because you are providing a lot for that woman already. A lot of women, and especially some of these Jezebels and Delilahs, they hate it. They hate the fact that they have to give attention to a retainer. A retainer has great power. You have great power, and women know that. And Delilahs don't like that. This is why Delilah is trying to take the power away from Samson back in the Bible verse. This is why the Jezebels do what they do. They want to take that power. They want that power. The evil ones. Now, a lot of great women out there as well, and not evil women. And those women basically like you because they're attracted to your power. They like your energy. But remember, women will respect you because of this. Now, the idea is, again, find a woman, find somebody that you actually can go ahead and have mutual type goals with, that you're going to find someone who's going to help you achieve the things you want to achieve, because that's crucial in this whole thing. Lykkos talks about marriage. We'll talk about that in a second. Aska, arcade, two types of women, kind of nice, offensive, and to avoid. Yeah, so let's talk about that a little bit more. So let's talk about the fact that when you find serious relationships, you got to find somebody who's going to bring you up. The energy level has to bring you up. And a lot of that's going to be dictated by you. If you're the person who's kind of retaining, if you're the person who's got that energy, those goals, then the woman is going to help support you. She'll have her own goals, but you're the one that's going to kind of lead the relationship like that. Now, in our society, a lot of our men nowadays don't understand this, and they don't do that, so women are taking it upon themselves to do it, and the man doesn't know how to react to that. A lot of times they get frustrated, they get upset, and so they don't understand what they should be doing. A lot of them don't have role models and dads or people in their family who have actually, brought up with even retention alone. But even forget about retention, just talking about, being a masculine male. A lot of males are not taught to do this as they're youngsters, and so they don't grow up having that, okay? So when you talk about this, then the idea is that you have to be able to kind of focus on finding that person. Now, I know a lot of times, especially in the MGTOW movement, a lot of things that are happening now, that men don't want relationships with women, especially in some states that, the laws are totally against men for divorce and all those type of things. But a union that God, your creator, put us together with is meant to have one person focus with one other person and for them to share their energy with each other. Not releasing necessarily unless you're procreating, but sharing. And that means that those two people are going to benefit from each other's energy. Now, obviously, if you're sleeping around with a lot of people, what's happening is you're giving all the energy to other people. You may not be getting any energy back yourself. And all of a sudden, now you're affecting everybody else around you. And if you sleep with somebody, that's going to affect you your whole life. You'll be thinking about that person even if you never see them again. You'll be thinking, because you have a connection. This is why a lot of men and women who sleep with a lot of people, they kind of disintegrate themselves as time goes on, because they're losing all those nutrients and energies, plus all those memories, and those things are still within them. So the thing is that in Vigor Warrior's case, it's very few times that's ever happened. And so the thing is that Vigor Warrior 2 decided he's going to get married 30 some years ago to a wonderful young lady. And so what happens then is you have Vigor Warrior children and those type of things. And that has been a positive in Vigor Warrior's life. Now, it may not be a positive in everybody's life, so I'm not going to say, you should get married or not get married. That's going to be up to you. But the bottom line is going to be is that it's better to find one woman and to share yourself with that one woman than to go around sharing yourself with lots of other people. So I think Lykkos' case, when he's talking about this is very important. You want to have one person you deal with to do this with. And that's going to make your life a lot easier. You're going to be able to concentrate on goals and things like that. Now, one of the key things I believe, and this has happened to Vigor Warriors too, is that if the woman chooses you or is attracted to you and initiates, then you know that woman is interested in you. And that makes life a lot easier because a lot of times in this society now, we have the men chasing the women, and a lot of times the women are not even interested in the man except for attention. And it falls apart very quickly. So you want to find someone who's actually initiating with you, and that's the kind of person. And if you follow your goals, if you go ahead and do the things you're doing, that woman will appear to you. She will make an effort to be in your life. And that's the kind of person you really want to keep in your life because that person has made the effort. They have something vested in. As long as they're vested into it, they're not going to say, okay, I'm not going to give up now. And so they'll stay together forever in a case because they made the choice and they're the person that wanted to be with you. And that's a key type of thing. All right, so when we talk about marriage like this, now we're talking about, in Aska's comment here, Aska Arcade, two types of women. Yes, you have to you have to focus on the ones that are going to be kind. Now this is where you got to focus on separating women out. Don't look at how they look. Once again, my whole key is to look at women as your mother, your sister, your daughter. Don't look at them as somebody who is an attractive object. You're putting them on a pedestal. You're putting them in some type of different type figure, and that's when it's easy to release. If you start releasing, that's when you end up getting a lot of deviant behaviors and violence. All this thing comes around because you're releasing your nutrients, and then you start feeling weaker. And no matter how old you are, no matter how much energy God has blessed you with, you're going to end up losing and draining yourself out. So the better thing to do is to find that person who is someone who matches you, who's kind, who's someone who is really kind of interested in you. Now, that may take some time, but in the meantime, you're not worried about that, are you? Whereas you're worried about achieving your goals. You're worried about focusing your goals, right? You're worried about going ahead and focusing on things that you got to do. Conquesting yourself first. Spend every day trying to get better 1% of the time. If you do that, everything else will fall into place. And that's the key type of thing. So once you do that, once you're able to focus on yourself and better yourself, then you can actually share more with other people, and other people will attract to you. Opportunities will attract to you, whether it's in business world, whether it's in romantic world. Those type of things are important. So getting back to that, you want to stay away from the people who are offensive, because some women, as we said before, will react to it in a negative way, and especially if you're not interested in them, because their tricks, all their webbing, trying to put you in a spell, that doesn't work. And now they may react upset with you, or they'll send one of their, boyfriend simps after you or something like that. But what they're going to do is basically be upset with you. So beware, this could happen to you. They could be looking at you, staring at you for the first few weeks, like one of our viewers just said. A recent post. But then a few months later, a few weeks later, they'll be upset with you. It's probably because you have not made a move on them. And they're upset with you. I got fired from a job one time because of that. I didn't realize it now. Now I realize it, but I didn't realize it at the time. And the thing is that if you're a female, in this case boss or whoever it might be, that person you're not making a move on and you're not responding, that person gets very upset. The usual tricks that they play don't even work. And with a retainer, those type of things do not work. You can see right through a lot of women's tricks when it comes to those type of things, because you're retaining. They're not that important to you as far as a physical type of thing goes. You're looking for a connection. You're looking for somebody who's going to help you as companionship to move on spiritually as well as intellectually and physically. So you're not looking for just some kind of physical object that looks good, but may, if they say, well, glitter is not always gold, right? And that's the whole thing. It may be glittering, it may look great. It's an illusion. And a lot of this, guys, is an illusion. Having intercourse, having sex is an illusion, because what you're doing is kind of losing your energy out, especially if you're doing it just for pleasure, which a lot of people in the society do nowadays. But be one of those smart ones, one of the 1% club. Don't waste your energy. Keep your energy as long as you can keep it, and try to do those type of things. Now, I know we've had a lot of people talk about releasing. Those things happen. Those things happen. We're all dealing in different stages. I had 47 years of no-fap problems, and so I know what it means. Now my issues, I'm getting better, but I'm still struggling with the monk mode. Now, for those who come in late and sometimes don't understand what I'm saying, monk mode is just thinking about women at all. And so there's times where I have to go back and kind of check myself as well. But the releasing part, that's step one. The first start actually is getting away from all those images. That's step one. Then step two is going ahead and not releasing at all, even if you're going to have intercourse. It's not easy to do, but that's step two. Step three, then, to my mind, is your monk mode, and you're doing it. Now, if you do that, even in married life, that's not very easy. But once again, you can still be intimate without actually releasing. That takes a lot of skill and a lot of effort. But if you're on this conquest of trying to conquest yourself, it fits right into the pattern. You're looking for self-control. You're looking to watch what you're eating, what your diet is, your weight training, all those type of things. And then you're also watching your energy level. And you want to keep your energy level, so you're not going to do it unless you're going to procreate. And so that's the key to type of thing. So again, I think serious relationships are very important. It's a very crucial thing in your retention. Keep one woman. Don't be focusing on several women. You can keep, obviously you're going to have a lot of female friends. That's what happens with retainers, because females are always going to be hanging around, kind of waiting for the shoe to drop and wanting you to kind of be there, be with them. And they don't care if you're married or not. I've seen this happen thousands of times. They could care less. Their emotions are sending them to you, but you have to be the one to dictate what's happening and to put them in a proper perspective in your life. And obviously the person you're married with should be your person that you're with. The other ones should be friends and people. You may have to work with them. You may do things with them outside that are business related or professional related. But the thing is, remember, keeping that professional level, keeping everything together, where you're focusing on having that one person. And obviously, your clearer mind, everything you do will be clearer once you're retaining. Now you're not focusing on the other types of things you're dealing with too. So everything else focuses in place, and then you're at the point where now you become more successful as time goes on. All right, friends. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm going to try to do a couple more if I can before we actually do a live stream. But again, I'm shooting for Tuesday, June 11th. The 10th, I think, is Monday, at 6 o'clock. If there's a change now, I'll let you know. I'm going to post it. I think I can post it on this as well. I've kind of figured out how to work with this as more of a timing thing. So I appreciate your great patience. I know I've always said that I was going to do one. I'm actually going to go ahead and do one. And I hope you guys can participate. If not, send some questions. I can answer those. I got a bunch of questions that I can answer as we go along. All right, my friends. Until next time, two things always remember. One, every day is a new day to a great warrior. And I hope you guys have a great day today. And number two, guys, we always have to continue to fight this ongoing battle with Satan, with temptation, whatever form it may take. It could take form of women, it could take form of businesses, it could take a form of governments, it could take a form of anything. Keep your values to the point where you understand what you're doing, keeping your energy. Don't get sucked in. And always remember to continue to battle on! Have a great day. God bless you guys.